We're following breaking news this morning in Minneapolis, where we've learned a woman has been hit by a car. This happened just after 3 o'clock this morning at the intersection of 8th and LaSalle. Right now, we don't know the condition of that female pedestrian or the circumstances that led up to the accident, but it does appear that the car that hit her stopped. We are working to get more information. We'll bring that to you as soon as we can. This morning, the number of people potentially exposed to the patient in the U.S. diagnosed with Ebola continues to grow.
Texas health officials are reaching out to as many as 100 people. They believe they had direct contact with Thomas Eric Duncan in recent weeks. Last month, Duncan arrived in Texas from Liberia. He started to feel ill and went to the Texas Health Presbyterian Hospital last week. But there was miscommunication between Duncan and the medical staff, and he ended up being released. That's when officials say Duncan went to stay with relatives in an apartment complex and potentially spread the virus. One relative talked to CNN about how they learned he had Ebola.
So it was your daughter who called the ambulance. What made her call the ambulance?
She said he was shaking, really shaking, high fever, and he was shaking.
How did you find out he had Ebola?
They called me, the CDC, the health department called me and told me that he had Ebola.
4 of Duncan's family members have been quarantined at their home with a police officer stationed outside. They are all under a public health control order. That means they're legally required to stay at home until October 19th at the earliest. If they do not follow the order, they could face criminal charges. We've also learned that Liberian officials plan to prosecute Duncan, saying he lied about how he was feeling on an airport questionnaire and who he was in contact with while in that country.
We've also learned about another American being diagnosed with the virus. A photographer for NBC News has tested positive for Ebola. 33-year-old Ashoka Mukpu has been working in Liberia for 3 years, was covering the Ebola epidemic. NBC officials say the man will be flown back to the United States for treatment. Mukpu is the 5th American to contract the virus. The nation's largest bank says hackers have stolen the information of about 76 million account holders. JPMorgan Chase said names, addresses, phone numbers, email addresses, all taken from the company's servers over the summer. Data from as many as 7 million small businesses were also stolen. But the bank said there's no evidence that the data breach included account numbers or social security numbers. Right now, the company says they have not received any reports of customer fraud stemming from that breach.
A part-time coach from Burnsville is now charged with kidnapping and sexually attacking 2 teenage girls. Police arrested 23-year-old Casey Chin on Tuesday after they found the missing girls inside the basement of Chin's parents' house. Investigators say Chin met the girls from Andover through an online chat site. They say he had been exchanging sexually explicit texts with them for the past 2 weeks. Charges say Chin arranged to meet the girls Monday night, drove them to his parents' house, and sexually assaulted them. Police say they found the girls the next morning huddled and crying behind a couch. Chin is being held in jail on $300,000 bail.
A man accused of contacting a terror suspect wanted in Minnesota has been charged with lying to the FBI. Prosecutors say Mahdi Hussein Fure denied knowing the suspect, who is accused of encouraging local Somalis to join up with the group Al-Shabaab. But they say Fure had traveled to Kenya last year and repeatedly contacted that man before and during his trip. Fure is expected to plead guilty today. A man police say killed his ex-partner and business associate is due in court in Ramsey County today. Prosecutors tell us they expect Ty Hoffman to enter a plea. Hoffman has been charged with second-degree intentional murder for the death of Kelly Phillips on August 11th. You'll remember police searched for Hoffman for more than a month before a citizen spotted him standing outside of an Arby's in Shakopee. Emergency services in Hennepin County will see some big improvements starting today.
A little later this morning, the sheriff's office will officially become home to the largest emergency communications facility in the upper Midwest. That's where our Kate Raditz is to give us a sneak peek of the facility. Hey, Kate.
Hey, Jamie. Hey, Jason. Yeah, this is a pretty impressive facility. It's huge. Right now, we're just in the garage in the tech center portion of it. And here with us this morning to tell us all about what this new facility will do is the Hennepin County Sheriff, Rich Stanek. Thank you so much for being here with us. So tell me, we're in the tech center right now. So what exactly is going to go on in this room specifically?
Well, if you look around the tech center, you'll see a number of pieces of large equipment that we use to dispatch here at the Hennepin County Sheriff's Office Emergency Communications Facility.
And I know this facility, it's been a long time in the making. Can you tell us how long exactly?
Sure, about 12 years the county has been winding their way through this decision culminating with this $34 million facility being opened later this month.
And it's going to be, this is going to be one of the largest in the upper Midwest. So what kind of services does this provide other than being a 911 dispatch center?
Sure. So they both take in 911 calls and people call needing police, fire, emergency medical assistance. Secondly, they also work on and repair portable radios, computers in the squad cars for police, fire, ambulance.
So it's not just the Hennepin County, it's also regional, right?
Correct. So this is the largest consolidated dispatch in the upper Midwest, and it's a regional communications facility.
Like I said, it's a really impressive facility. It's going to provide dispatch services for 37 communities, 23 law enforcement agencies, 21 fire agencies, and you can see in the background the command post here. We're going to be taking you inside there in just a little bit, so you guys will have to stick around in the next half hour. We're going to take a peek inside there too. Jamie, Jason?
Can't wait for that, Kate. Thank you.